What's up, traders? Welcome to live streaming from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard, your trading coach. We'll be doing a live trading session, live analysis, and live trading psychology discussion that we do every trading day. Today is the last day of trading week, Friday. As you know that the market is slowly reversing. As you can see on the screen, gold is bouncing back where we discussed yesterday from that gap level, exactly where we discussed, and we see that a big bounce happening. So let's see, first start with gold. What I think that gold, as you can see, this is the weekly candle, which is look like that we might see some bounce from here on the lower time frame. As you can see, the price already has come to a very important weekly level of support from this gap level. We can see that gold is currently bouncing to the upside. Now if we look at daily also, we see that as expected gold has come to this daily support level, and from here we see that gold now slowly pushing high. So from the lower time frame, 4 hour and further lower time frame, we see some bullish move happenings. Let's look at the 5 minutes chart. We see that gold slowly created a pattern that is slowly turning to a bullish pattern. So for me, let's see in this session, if we find any short-term trading opportunity, we will jump on a trade, especially on gold like we tried yesterday. As I mentioned, that gold later has come to the level where we expected. Now it is slowly creating a reversal pattern in this level on gold. So from that perspective, we see that gold basically creating a bullish price action. So we'll look at all of them one by one, guys. So before I begin, make sure you smash the like button before fully going into this, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. So what we see that currently gold, after this bounce, there is a double bottom formation. What we see, there is a double bottom, and once this double bottom is broken to the upside, what I think that we could potentially see a movement to the upside, because this is a very important level of support, and I strongly believe that we could see a big bounce from here. So there is a high probability for gold to go for an uprise from this level. We see that multiple time. First of all, there is an on the 5 minutes sum, there is an inverted head and shoulder has broken out again. We saw the price has come to test the neckline of this inverted head and shoulder, previous resistance turning support, and from here we have seen that primarily there has been another bounce to the upside. Okay, so once this resistance is broken, we'll see how gold might react. Okay, so there is a resistance here with this long wick candle, as you can see, and from that resistance we have seen that gold again come to this level. Now it is approaching the same level of resistance. Now how it will react will determine. If we find suitable entry opportunity, we will not miss that trade, no problems at all. So in the meantime, guys, don't hesitate to ask any question that you have in your mind. US30, yep, we'll look at it. I want to key resistance on US30. Yep, I'll talk about it. Coach, how are you doing today? LSZ love, thank you very much. I'm good, thank you for asking. How are you doing today? Hopefully that you have a good plan for weekend. Sir, I think it made a reverse shoulder head, might go up if breaks neck. Which one? Let me know which one, then we'll talk about it. So Mohanat, hi coach, with full respect to your support and effort, please DXY. Absolutely, we'll look at it now. Mohanat, thank you. Good day, coach. Thank you. Gbpusd, please. Master, no big news in next week, so can I expect USD manipulated and continue move up? I think so. Looks like that dollar getting stronger and stronger, but let's see. We have to reevaluate because it's weekend, and as you can see, gold trying to break to the upside. There is a probability for change. Look at it. Good day, Master, for Biantam. Thank you very much for being here. Great tutorial. Thank you, coach, for your constant help. No problems. Thank you also for being here and supporting the channel. Will gold come 1878 next week, Master? We'll look at it. Sir, gold 15 minutes. Yeah, absolutely. The way you can see that gold, this is the 4-hour candle which is closing 4 minutes later. What I see that we might see some movement to the upside because the market already has come to a very important level of support. Okay, and what I think that because it's an important level of support, we might see some now movement. I think that we could see slowly, probably might break the 1845 level at least. Okay, let this to be broken and then we'll understand actually how we can do that. But what I think that you can see the price slowly trying to break to the upside. And this is a resistance level, very important level of resistance, 1828. Okay, so I'll come back to gold, guys. Let me look at other instruments. Let's look at US30. Okay, so looking at weekly, because weekly is important as there is weekly close today. Okay, so US30, I'm looking at the monthly. From the monthly resistance, we have seen that primarily a rejection. So that means that we could see US30 coming down further, okay, from the monthly, because you can see it has a rejection from the resistance. Okay, it has a rejection from this resistance, and what I think that the price will come to this support level. We could see some break to the downside now. If we look at weekly, now this is the weekly candle, okay, just closing very soon later today. But what we saw that on the weekly, primarily the price has gone up, okay, crossed all the weekly high and now slowly rejecting. So with that rejection, what I think that gold US30 highly likely that now probably will come to this level of support or even breaking this low, and then we could see again bouncing back up. So daily, now with the daily bearish engulfer, the previous day's candle, you can see that this is a very significant bearish engulfer, and with that bearish engulfer, what we have seen that basically gold, pardon me, always I'm saying gold, US30 has broken from this level of all this level of support. Now for me, okay, so what you could see, guys, though this is not exact support, but what we could see as there's weekend coming. So if we go back to the weekly, we could see some retracement later today, and I think that US30 from this resistance will drop. Okay, so from the daily, one thing you can see that after the previous days bearish engulfer, it crossed this daily 20 period moving average, right? And today, once the market open, you see that the price started to drop. What I think that now it will go back up to test the daily 20 EMA and then will come back down. Okay, so to make it happen, this is where I think US30 will go up to this level with this 20 EMA, and then we could see a drop. So this is basically in a pullback stage now. US30, where also we'll see the previous support. Okay, this level is being turned resistance to be tested, or along this zone. If we see that slower retracement, US30 is a good place for selling. Okay, for me, US30 now going up for a pullback, and it's not a good place for selling until we see, let's say, a couple of dojis here. Otherwise, I would say that it will go up again to test this level, and then a good place for selling from this, especially if the price tests this gap level here. Okay, this level is very important. Okay, so this is one with US30. Now we'll look at even further lower time frame, because our focus now on to enter a trade on the very lower time frame. Okay, so US30, let's look at Nasdaq. Exactly in the same way, Nasdaq, you can see there is an inverted, not inverted, there is a head and shoulder here, has broken down from this head and shoulder. Now we can expect to go ahead and test the neckline support as resistance, and then to drop from here. Okay, this is a resistance level which is turning, this is a support level which is turning resistance. Okay, so this is the resistance here, resistance here, resistance here, turning support here, which is highly likely to be tested as resistance and then to drop from here. So basically you can see that Nasdaq's price action is clearly seen, that you see this one here as a liquidity gap. Okay, so the price was moving along this channel, price has broken to the upside, is basically grab liquidity, has come back to the channel again. Now this resistance to be tested again, and then to drop here, probably even coming back down further. Okay, so this one is with this to be tested as resistance along this 20 EMA on the 4 hour, and then from here to drop. Hi coach, how do I manage my emotions, especially when the trade is not in my favor? Is very good question. Most time I exit the trade and later it turns to my favor again. Very good and very common. I think that everyone will relate these things. How do I manage emotions, especially when the trade is not in my favor? Yeah, see, this is a very common. Okay, let me tell you what it is. So I understand what happened. Let's say you are very confident about the trade, okay, and you know that it's gonna happen. You enter the trade and the trade probably start to go in the wrong direction, probably gone a halfway to the negative, or maybe nearing the stop loss. You close the trade and later you saw that basically the trade has gone to that direction and hit your infected take profit target, and then you might be that the next trade or later you saw that the trade start to move in your direction after going, let's say, 1/3 of your TP. You say that, okay, let's take the profit now. So what happened is that finally you took a big loss, okay, and you took a small profit, and that's a, it's an endless cycle of happening, and that's the biggest reason every trader lose money in trading. And to be honest, the biggest solution lies, okay, in our mind. I can guarantee you that that from the day one, the way I traded from day one and from now, as I mentioned, that the only difference between first day of trading, first month or first year of trading and today is the fear. Okay, so it's because of the fear of losing or this kind of things. Now if you really is serious about trading, okay, the only way you can overcome that is by, I would say that firstly you have to be in an environment where other traders also there. It's another thing, but to fully eliminate, no one can eliminate fully, but to be very good at it, to master this trading psychology, I would say that be very conscious of of your trades. The key points here is persistence. Okay, see, things come with experience. Remember the first day of you drive a car or drive a bike. Try to understand what I'm telling. The first day you drive a car or drive a bike, let's say if you even couldn't handle the bike or the car, right? It was so uncomfortable, you feel like that it's very hard job for you. But over time what happened is that you ride a bike or car, even when you are talking over the phone, or maybe when you are driving a car, maybe watching a movie or watching a video, but you are still doing it, right? Your body, your muscle is doing the job for you. Exactly the same thing. So for example, the reason that we fear when the trade is going in the other direction is because of the confidence. Okay, because of lack of confidence, lack of faith on a strategy. Okay, see, I suggest most of them is to watch the live chart. See, faith means, let me tell you, for example, you remember that yesterday when I was in live, you can review my yesterday's live session, that if I told you is right or no. What did I say? That the price will come here with this. How many of you remember? Repeat after me in the chat. What did I say? That the price will come here, will have a bounce, and you see this exactly, it is what happened. Okay, exactly from here there is a bounce. So that is called the faith and confidence. I told you that, I told my VIP students that 100% there will be a bounce. Okay, and the price did it. That is called the faith and confidence. So how does this faith and confidence come from? Is it comes from the place of experience. Okay, so then to be to overcome that fear of, when you have a faith and confidence, that no matter what, this price is going to this direction, this strategy will work, the price will definitely will move, and then slowly you will overcome that fear. Because when your brain knows that, okay, this is going to go this way, no doubt, then you started to be patient. So the only solution that I can give you, the real solution, is persistence. Okay, just learn proper risk management, be polite, be soft to yourself, what I will say. allow yourself to make mistake. Okay, as a matter of fact, you know, by the way we grow up from school society, we are very very strictly told not to make mistake. Allow yourself to make mistake. That's how we learn. Every human learn from their mistakes. And another thing that I will say that is, it's all about creating an identity of a trader. That's what I always talk about. See, it's not about all about candlestick pattern or all about this and that. It's about creating an identity. So what is an identity of a trader? An identity of a trader is when see, everything has an identity. So it's a concept, but once you understand, it becomes much easier. I will give you an exercise that you can do to create an identity of a trader. First, let me tell you what is an identity of a trader. For example, when you, let's say, when you go to a surgeon, do a surgery. Now, let's say you need to do a surgery, right? Now, if you go to a musician and ask for a surgery, you might even get scared. You said, oh my, he's a musician. How can I go to him a surgery? Because his identity as a musician, right? So he is skilled in certain things. Similarly, trader is an identity. Now, then the biggest, what I can say, the illusion that everyone has in this world is we always try to do something but being in the same way that we are. For example, first of all, you need to find out what a trader is like. Let's an ideal. So what you need to do is create an ideal image of a trader inside your mind. How do you do that? I'll give you an exercise. For example, before you go to sleep, okay, it's really effective. Trust me, it really helps. Though we don't understand, but it's really will change your way. Before you go to bed, okay, like before you go to sleep, when you close your eyes, try to imagine someone inside your mind who is a trader. Okay, now find out that what are the characteristics of a trader. For example, a trader, how does a trader behave? How does a trader talk? How does a trader act? And then when you go to sleep, imagine completely that person, you are talking to him or her in your imagination. Trust me, this will really help, because when you visualize a person, this is only the way one can shift identity from a current situation to a new state of being. So when you do that, talk to that person, that trader, okay, in your imagination. Like, ask that trader, that who is really a true trader, ask him that, how can I be a trader? Okay, try to figure out that way. This is a little bit hypothetical way that Napoleon Hill also explained that aspect. So what will happen is that when you know that identity, that a trader, how they act, you can adopt that quality inside you and you become a trader like this. So this is the way you can shift an identity of a trader. Once you give yourself some time, experience, so you need to work in the physical level, that means that your strategy, education, and also you need to work in the mental level also, like in your mind, how you are thinking about trading. Let's say if you think like the way you think before and now you're thinking it might not work that way. So you need to combine both, then you can create a great trading psychology. I'll talk more about it later, no problems. Thank you, GJ, please. Yeah, thank you, sir. About 18 tons, and what price should I use for SL? Okay, we'll talk about it. You said so clearly. Thank you very much. Awesome. Great. Hi coach, how do you get back on track after a bad trading week? Okay, very good question. I had a lot of bad trading week. Even sometimes I have that too. That's completely fine. So the way you can get back on track, these are very good questions because everyone as a trader need to face it. See, when you have a bad trading week, not even a bad trading week, I would say that even a bad trading day, what you can do is engage yourself in activities that really you enjoy in every week or even possible every day. So first of all, if you had a bad week, what you can do is, first of all, it feels uncomfortable. Try to find out what causes that bad week to be happen. Okay, what are the trades that gone loss? Ask yourself a question in a very quiet place, that what happened that this week was bad. You might find out probably you took too many trades, or probably you see that you didn't follow a strategy. Whatever, write down in a piece of paper, and next week promise to yourself that okay, whatever happened, I let it go. I'm fresh now. Everything is possible. This week everything is going to happen perfectly. No need to be perfect, but this week I'm gonna improve. And that points that you saw that, let's say you probably over traded. So this week you fully commit to yourself not to over trade or FOMO trade. If you didn't follow a strategy, then try to find out what's the strategy and do that. So it's a journey. You'll see that week also you might make mistake, but what will happen is that when you over and over you investigate on that point, over time you will be able to get rid of that. So that's how I think the best way to, that's what I do. If I had a bad week, instead of fleeing from it, face it, find out what are the points that really cause you to have a bad week, and then next week try not to repeat those mistakes. And that it's a journey. Day after day you will become a profitable trader, no doubt. Not you will become say I'm a profitable trader. Present is very important. Keep in mind everything is in fact present. There is no other thing. So when you say what will happen, let's say, saying is very important. When you say I'm a profitable, or constantly you say to yourself, think yourself that I'm a profitable trader, then even if you are not a profitable trader, if you say that I'm a profitable trader, then what happens is that our brain create a dissonance or cognitive dissonance, that's called. So that cognitive dissonance is basically when we have an opposing belief inside our mind that we feel start to discomfort. So let's say you are not a profitable trader, but you are saying I'm a profitable trader, and then you have a conflicting thinking in your mind, right? That you start to say, okay, I'm a profitable trader, but in essence I am not. So what will happen, your mind will start to work to fill that gap. So you started to realize what point is not making you to be profitable. So this cognitive dissonance is needed to resolve the gap. Otherwise, if you say that, let's say you say, oh no, I want to be truthful, I'm not profitable, I'm gonna say to my I'm not profitable. So what will happen is that you can't create a belief until you become a profitable. You try to understand what I'm saying. For it's called, also some people called law of assumption or whatever you want to say, but the thing is that before you become, you have to become. So if you are not profitable and you affirm it that I am not profitable, then you will not be profitable. This is understand. So what you need to do, you first become a profitable, say that I am a profitable trader, and act from that place. Try to act like a profitable trader, and feel that cognitive dissonance, that discomfort coming on your way, okay, and then stay with it. You see that it's getting, you know, updated every day. It's a journey like that. This is only the way one can achieve anything in life, anything. Okay? So you need to first become before you become. So hopefully that you understood what I mean. Let's jump onto the chat. Hello sir, farming, thank you very much. Let's make a trade, sir, with you. Okay, thank you. Yeah, absolutely, sir. Yeah, thank you. Awesome, brother. What's your thought on gold currently? Yeah, I'll talk about it, no problem. So gold, okay, so gold, let me jump on this. Okay, so from this resistance level, this is after creating an overextended, we see again gold is coming down. Let me look at, okay, if I look at the weekly, guys, what we see that from the weekly, okay, what we see that the price basically has penetrated this gap level and then has gone up, right? It's gone up. Now what I think that monthly, what I think that, guys, this is the 1 hour chart. As you can see, the price is creating slowly, kind of, there is a double bottom here. I think that gold either will move a bit more time on the sideway, or slowly we could see some bullish move. And I strongly believe that it might break this high, okay, at least 1845 with the upcoming week. Okay, and then we might see that, I think that, you know, okay, so if I look at the whole picture on gold, this is a very important level of support, okay, and there are two probabilities now. As you can see, gold has come to this level of support, and based on how this one is closing will really determine the next week. Okay, what I think that we might see some slowly some bullish move on gold slowly. Okay, it could be that it might move completely in a sideway, or slowly we could see some bullish move, because this support it has come is very important level of support. This price is really peculiar. You can see on the 4 hour. So it might move in a sideway now. Okay, gold, what we see that this is the resistance level. Okay, I think that you see that gold basically from this support slowly creating bullish pattern. Okay, so let me see if we can find entry. So there is a middleman on the 1 hour. Okay, so let's keep gold aside. We'll see what happened. I think that some bullish move or sideway movement coming. We'll look at again later. Let's see. Let me look at the GBP USD. Or all those USD pairs currently having some reversal. See AUD USD. Okay, so we'll go long on AUD USD. Okay, 1 to 1.3 reward to risk, very short term trade. So I'll explain later. First, let me see. It's here around few pips, but let's take it. Okay, so AUD USD stop loss here around 5 pips stop loss is scalping AUD USD. So it creates a double liquidity gap. Okay, so a couple of pips profit. Let's take it. Buy trade on AUD USD. Very fast moving. So it should go up a little more. Okay, so I see from 15 minutes we might see AUD USD, probably even it might go a bit further. So we'll increase the TP on AUD USD. What I think that we could see a bounce. Okay, so also gonna trade on AUD USD. Now let's keep that trade running on. I have also sent to the students the same trade. Now let me explain. This is 5 minutes chart. Now the reason I have called for this trade is, keep in mind guys, everything here is only for educational purpose. It's just to help you to learn trading. Now as you can see, this is weekend and we see that there is a bounce from the support. Now if I look at the lower time frame, we see that there is in fact a strong bounce in this market from the support zone. And if you closely look at, this is a weekly level of support as well here, monthly also. You see this is the monthly opening and closing, and from here we can expect a bounce to the upside. Okay, so from the 1 hour time frame, we see that basically from the 15 minutes we see there is a middleman which has in fact a liquidity gap here. Now only a couple of pips stop loss here. Let's see how it plays out. I think that should see some movement to the upside. Let's see how it goes. Okay, now from the 5 minutes we see the multiple times liquidity gap here, triple times. So first of all there is a middleman followed by a pin bar. So that's a that's a move. It's a bullish pattern. We saw that there is a double double bottom here. Price has broken out of this double bottom, and then there's one liquidity gap here. So the multiple times liquidity gap is a probability for going up. So we see that some movement is happening. So we have 3 to 1 reward to risk on this one, the same way in my account as well. So I have also opened the same trade with you guys. Why it's not coming here, I don't know. Heck is going on? So we'll what the Alright, so I have run the same trade with you guys. As I mentioned, I have a couple of accounts. One is a smaller account, some other bigger account, just to trade in different situations. So I'm also running the same trade on a USD. Let's see how it plays out. Let me know in the chat how many have you opened. So my risk on this one is 1%. Okay, and my reward is 3% as well with you. Let's see how it plays out. So okay, we look like that the price might go up, hopefully we'll, and once we'll see, okay, it's if we see the price has gone to this level, we'll close some part of the profit. Let me see if this one is going to be reverse again. So let's might come back down to this support again. Okay, guys, in the meantime, if you are looking for a regulated broker, there is a link in the description for the broker that I'm using. I'm using Evertrade, link in the description. You can use them. They are regulated. You can start with as minimum as $100. So let's see how this is going on. So now I'm going to draw down. probably we might close. Let's see how this candle is closing. This one closing in like that, big red candle. We see some bounce up. This is weekend and we should see some bullish move. Very few people stop loss. Okay, let it run. Okay. To see, in fact, there is a strong rejection here. This is only the thing. Okay, so let it first create a bullish move. I think so we see that USD. The only thing is that we see some push up. Gonna close with profit. Let's keep running. Okay, there is a probability for this price either to go up or to drop. Let's see. Problem here. This current session candle close in the previous session's rejection zone. So what we're gonna do is now, whenever the price is going to the profit, close it with profit. Okay, so okay, we saw the move to the upside, close with profit now. Okay, so we see close with profit is almost 1% profit. Okay, I closed with profit, close with running profit, because we might see some movement down. Okay, all right, so that's what it is, guys. Got some quick bucks, just a quick, because we might see now after grabbing here, we might see some downward movement. So it's just a gift on the weekend, guys. You guys keep in mind, everything here is only for educational purpose, just to help you to learn trading, so that you can understand. So this is what my profit is on this one in a smaller account. I have multiple account traded at the same time, so I have profit in other account as well. So this is only in a smaller account, just to have this one here. If I show you the full year. Okay, so we saw that basically a quick scalping trade using the strategy that I have, okay, in our academy. I do a good, okay, so if you wanna learn that strategy, there is a link in the description area. You can visit the website. So to learn and become a professional profitable trader. So this is what I mentioned, guys. As I mentioned, that I always love, you know, the one that some one of you asked before. You see my history, you can see that there is basically a smaller gain, bigger profit. Okay, this is the theory that I use. Using a smaller account, you know, gaining big is always the best. So as I mentioned, that when I started a big account. Now also I have bigger account, you know, couple of $100,000 account, and also smaller account. Also, you know, trade in different multiple accounts. So basically the concept is to make money. You don't need a very big account in the beginning. Once you gain confidence, you can have bigger account. You can, you know, do that, but initially always, you know, always learn to manage risk is the key. So you see still that it's going up. It might go to the full potential, but you know that I could partially close and keep running, but just because it's a very tight stop loss, that's only the reason. We had only a couple of pips. It's only 5 pip stop loss. Okay, so you might see that full potential. It might go up. Okay, it might go to the full 3 times profit target. So the way I have, you know, you see there is a middleman here now. It might continue to go up. Okay, so there is a strategy that I use to trade this kind of market. As I mentioned, if you want to learn that strategy so that you can use by yourself, there is a link in the description area. You can visit the website, join us to become an independent trader, and also trade with us every single day in Forex Trading Wizard Academy. So let me look at the chat, guys. How about you? How many of you have opened the trade? Let me know in the chat, guys, so that I know you are here. Thank you so much, coach. No problems. Kanayat, top of the day, coach. Hope you have a very profitable day. Absolutely, Kanayat. Thank you very much. I always have a profitable day. As I told you that if you like, once you become an experienced trader, you know, you'll always have a profitable day. Okay, as an experienced trader. Inverse head and shoulder in 15 time frame. Gold, kindly check. Yeah, we'll look at it. Jaggy, hello sir, what's the fundamental reason behind the huge drop in gold price? I'll look at it. So gold will drop below 1880, right? No one knows. I think that even might continue to go up. Dollar yen, I'll look at it. US market is closed on Monday, so less volume on Monday is yeah, if US market close, definitely there could be less volume, there's no doubt. Yeah, coach, what's price level you are planning to enter gold? So gold, you know that price level is difficult to tell. Based on the price action is the key points for entering the trade, you know. May I buy the US30? Okay, we'll look at it. Thank you. I'm open trade in gold, no problems. Tell more about trading psychology. Absolutely, we'll talk about it's very important part of trading. Just want to know what's the liquidity gap. Shan Salim, yeah, absolutely, very good question. The liquidity gap is the key in trading. Now you can see that a USD is going up is also based on the liquidity gap. Okay, so we have a specific strategy. As I mentioned, that you see there is a multiple time liquidity gap, very important concept. So it's basically liquidity gap is when you see that the market, let's say, hit a lot of stop loss. Liquidity is basically the volume. Okay, the volume that you have. Okay, now say this one, as I mentioned, the part of trading psychology is bigger gain, smaller loss, right? You have seen my history that I always gain big. This one also, you can see, is still easily possible. The only thing is that, you know, also have a responsibility for you guys so that you can gain some taste of winning is also very important in the beginning. Always keep in mind, when you have a bigger risk to reward, let's say 3 times risk to reward, 1 time loss, then you will have more losing trade than winning trade. Because from my own experience, I know when in the beginning, when my mentor told me, okay, 3 times profit, always hold to 3 times profit, 1 time loss, then in the beginning it's really hard, because as a beginning trader it is impossible to hold the notion that, okay, even I'm losing, I will still hold a trade. It's almost very difficult. I know your position. So the best way is to look for the high probability trade. There are two things, guys. See, this is the key concept that you need to understand as a trader. Is it's not about only the risk to reward, is but about the probability. So what is a probability? Let me give you in 1 minute explanation, then you will understand exactly what is a probability. Okay, so probability is basically, let's say you have, let's assume 2 trades. Okay, one trade is like this is the stop loss, and this is the take profit, right? So take profit is 3 times stop loss, let's say low, and risk is 1 time. There is another trade is, let's say risk is 1 time, and TP is, let's say 1 time, right? Now which one is a good trade? In general sense, everyone will say that, okay, this is a good trade because it's a bigger profit target, right? But what if the probability in this trade is 20% and in this trade is 80%? Now which one is a good trade? See, this is the key points that you need to understand, that most traders don't understand. If you understand this, trust me, your trading will dramatically change. Because it's a belief that we need to rewire to make money in trading. Because the belief is key. Let's say if we believe in a certain way, we will take action based on that belief. So it's important that you understand what it is. So for example, I'm doing again, what does it mean? Let's say with 3 to 1 reward to risk, but probability is 20%. So 20% probability means that if you take in this risk reward 100 trade, out of 100 you will be winning 20 trades. Okay, try to understand. 20% probability means if you take 100 trade with 3 to 1 in this probability, then out of 100 you will be winning 20 trade. So you will be winning 20 trade means each trade will give you 3%. 20 trade will give you 60% gain. Okay, so after taking 100 trade with 20% probability, 3 to 1 risk to reward, you will gain 60% of your capital. Okay, now with this situation, let's say 80% probability, 1 to 1 risk to reward, what does it mean? It means that if you take 100 trade with 1 to 1 risk to reward with 80% probability, then you will be winning 80 trade out of 100 trades. So if you win 80 trades out of 100 trades, then each trade is giving you 1% because it's 1 to 1 risk to reward. So you gain 80% of your capital. So then let me know in the chat which one is profitable, this one or this one? I want to know in the chat, guys, so that I understand that you understand the concept. So that means that let me know in the chat, and then I will jump back to that again. First, see if you understood or no. I will repeat again if you don't understand. Okay, guys, keep in mind that this is Forex Wizard, real trader. If you want to learn trading, you need to learn from a real trader. Okay, keep in mind that those who they're saying that he cannot make you who he is not. Okay, or that means that if you want to be a soccer player, you have to go to a soccer coach. So to be a trader, you have to be with the trader. This is the main concept. The environment is very important. So if you really want to be a trader, stick to the channel. Make sure you give a big thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. You know, stick to the channel. I try to give as much information as possible from my heart so that you guys learn and understand everything. And at the same time, you know, if you want, you know, more or personalized, everything is available. Link in the description. Go to the website. Everything is here and now. So let me look at now the chat. What did you understood? Did you come up on your channel? The style and information you talk really resonates with me. Thank you. This particular time of my journey. Thank you. Amazing, Will HT. Thank you very much for your appreciation. Good morning, coach. Can you please look at USD CAD? Yeah, absolutely. 80%. Amazing. Easy. You got it. Thank you. Coach, would you please check the DXY? Yeah, 80%. Crypto. Yeah, 80%. Thank you. That's what it is, guys. This is what I was talking about. So basically, this one is more profitable, right? So then when you take a trade with a risk to reward, before you consider the risk to reward, you also need to consider the probability of the trade. Now this trade that we have taken, AUD USD, is a very high probability trade. Okay, you see that the probability for 1-to-1 for me, it's a 90% probability. That means that if I close the trade here, that's what we did here, 1-to-1 is 90%. Okay, now the way we have kept here is lower, but it's also happening. So this is what I was talking about. The probability is very important. When you open a trade, you need to understand the probability of happening. Now if you keep a big risk to reward but poor probability, will in fact adversely might affect you trading, because if you started to couple of losing trade, you start to lose confidence, and that will impact your trading. Is very important. So thank you. Yeah, 80%. Amazing, you understood it. Okay, so that's what it is, guys. So we see, I think that the USD basically is hitting that 3.2 times profit that we closed earlier, but it's going in the TP target. Okay, so now gold, we see that there is a big bounce that I mentioned earlier. So we have a successful trade on a USD. Now let's see what others are doing, and then we'll jump on this one here as well. If there is anything, we'll have more trade if we have in this session, guys. Okay, so dollar CAD, looking at monthly. So from the monthly point of view, you have seen the dollar CAD just reached the monthly resistance, and from this monthly resistance we have seen some rejection. Okay, weekly also you see that from the weekly perspective, the price has broken this resistance level here, grab liquidity, and we see that some rejection to the downside. Daily also, after creating overextended market, the price now coming back down. So from the lower time frame, we see that the price has a rejection. There is a pin bar is being formed. I think that because this weekend dollar CAD, after this one we could see some drop here. Okay, dollar CAD, high probability that probably will test this some part of this level, and then we could see a drop because this is weekend. And from the weekly, we see that the price basically forming. So basically, you know that there is a double bottom here on dollar CAD. Now it is forming a bullish, long-term bullish market structure. Okay, USD CAD double bottom. Okay, I wouldn't recommend for selling now dollar CAD, because you see that, guys, very important structure here on dollar CAD. This is the weekly chart. Okay, where you see that this is the previous resistance zone here, resistance zone here, resistance zone here, turning support here, support here. Okay, so with that resistance turning support, dollar CAD on that support, we see in a weekly perspective there is a double bottom. Okay, so with that double bottom, dollar CAD has formed this is structure, and I think that it's preparing for now a big bullish move to the upside. Okay, yeah, I think dollar CAD now is ready for a move, because this is the monthly chart, guys, and you can see that this is the monthly impulse. Quite a few months USD CAD has consolidated. Okay, and quite a few months there is a consolidation on USD CAD, and this is basically a bull flag. Okay, with that bull flag, we see that dollar CAD from the monthly, from this monthly support, has a bounce. From the weekly, we saw that there is a double bottom here, and then created this. Now this is the weekly candle, which is in fact significantly bullish. If we look at the daily, we see that there is a daily impulse. Now from the lower time frame, we see some correction, but what I think that you can see that there is a previous resistance which is turning support here. Okay, but I think that in the new trading week we might see some downward movement for a retracement to test this resistance as a support, and from here we could see that basically USD CAD is pushing high. So very interesting price action, and I think it is preparing for a bullish move. We might see a couple of dodges even on the new trading week. Yeah. So basically yeah, I think some lower time frame retracement might come here. Okay, so significantly bullish, but from the lower time frame we could see some retracement here. So there is impulse correction, previous resistance turning support could be a very good place for potential bullish setup on USD CAD. Usdjpy, coach, check gold. Thank you sir, no problems. CAUD USD, yeah, yep. So AUD USD, okay, we see that it in fact reached the level that we had targeted, and then see some rejection coming down. I think slowly AUD USD will go up. Okay, we'll test this, at least this 1 hour 20 EMA. Okay, and there is a very strong rejection on AUD/USD. What I think that now is the weekly 20 MA. Okay, we'll see some movement to the upside on AUD/USD for the short term, but long term we could see AUD/USD changing its, because it grabbed liquidity from the weekly level. You see, this is the weekly resistance level. It in fact grabbed the huge liquidity and then created this bearish candle followed by a doji. Now back to back this week also liquidity grab. So this is a sign of now change of, long term change of this uptrend to downtrend, and you can see that there's a head and shoulder here, so which is a sign of the AUD/USD will drop for long term. Okay, from the weekly. Now daily we see that, now from the daily, because it's weekend, we might see some short-term movement to the upside, and during the new trading week we might see some test of this resistance level. So if you go back to 5 minutes again, what I would say that AUD/USD consolidate in between this level, and we might see that another bullish move. So AUD/USD now slowly going up, but long term bearish. So you might see that after, if you look at 4 hour, so because this is weekend, but I think that after closing of this candle on the 4 hour, we could see some bullish move in the next session or so, some movement to the upside, and new trading week we could see again another down. So basically long term bearish, short term bullish. Look at the euro dollar. Euro dollar is forming a double doji. Euro dollar also grabbed two times from the weekly liquidity. There is one here, there's one here. Okay, so we see that twice liquidity grab on euro dollar, and this one also preparing for a change of trend. Thank you. Dollar yen, please have a look at dollar yen, guys. Before going back to the other, there is a link in the description. If anyone is looking for a regulated broker, my recommended broker is EverTrade, link in the description. And also there is a link in the chat. I have this posted here. You can start trading with as minimum as $100. They are regulated, and if you are using them, you are also supporting our academy, and your capital will be in a fully safe hand possible. So if anyone looking, you can open with them. Thank you very much also for your support. So looking at euro dollar, you see that on all the dollar pairs has formed head and shoulder. This is a head and shoulder, and with that head and shoulder formation, we have seen that euro USD has dropped. Okay, now what I think, guys, that in the new trading week we might see some again bullish move, and then slowly you could see that coming down, but long term we could see that bearish. So if we look at, let's say, like this one on the 5 minutes, we see that again this one is forming a bullish price action, euro dollar. See, there is a double bottom and then the price reversed. How many pip here? 22 pip. So there is a candle close coming. Let me look at, guys, all of them to see which one is doing what. DXY coming for a deeper retracement. We could see some drop later today, but it doesn't mean it's a reversal. It's just short-term drop. I'm just looking at all of them. So what we are seeing, that you see on the USD CAD also there is a rejection, so we might see some short-term weakness in dollar, but long-term picture looks like the dollar is still bullish. Now dollar yen, okay, in the dollar yen also short-term weakness. Okay, what I think that this is the daily candle, right? What I think, dollar yen highly likely today will drop later, and probably we will see that this price again has come to grab liquidity on the day. This is the daily chart. So basically dollar yen has formed a bearish engulfer from here. Okay, we might see some short-term drop on dollar yen. Okay, with the weakness in dollar, I think the dollar yen also will drop, because if you look at the weekly, already the price made a big move to the upside, has broken all this weekly. This is the weekly resistance level, all this broken to the upside. If you look at the monthly, in the same way there is a big bullish move on the monthly. We look at daily on dollar yen, we see that also on the daily there is a big move. So from the lower time frame, I think the dollar yen for the short term we might see some pardon me, movement to the downside, but long term picture is still bullish. USD has done the same thing with this bearish candle on USD Yeah, this one also form, I think it might form even a double doji on the daily. Okay, so this one also for short term we might see some drop. Okay, probably to this 20 EMA zone. USD has given a nice looking sell signal, not a big one, one on one. So it could be 20 pip down at least. Yeah, USD ZAR. US oil very strongly bearish now. So Nasdaq and US30 both short term could be bullish but long term bearish. So gold form a doji. Okay, so we see that gold form a doji here. Okay, I think for the short term, as you can see, some bullish move may happen, but for the long term it is in fact, so if DXY, let's look at DXY, then we'll understand what might happen. Okay, you see the DXY for the short term coming down. If you look at the monthly, we see already DXY has made a strong movement to the upside. Now the price is coming back down again for deeper reaches. Now this is the weekly candle, guys. You can see that it's not still closed, but the way DXY weekly candle is forming, you see that it has crossed the previous weekly low. This is a middleman had crossed and then has gone up, so which is in fact significant bullish probability. Now this is signaling that DXY preparing for now a pickup. Okay, now if you look at the historical price action on DXY, we see this is the monthly, and there is a big monthly movement correction. Now we can expect another movement to the upside on the monthly. So weekly as well, we see the significant bullish. Daily, the only thing on the daily, you can see this is a for this impulse correction impulse. But I think that, let's say this one is closing as a doji in the new trading week, probably after breaking this support we'll see that the price is going up. So with that said, now you see some downward movement. What I think that price might come to this support. Okay, any of this support is likely to come, and from that zone you could see again bullish move. So for the short term we could see some drop on DXY. Okay guys, let me know in the chat which one you are trading and thinking. We see that basically USD has done the job. Now AUD/USD in fact is a very successful trade. So liquidity grab, as I mentioned, is very important, guys. You see that AUD/USD trade that we have called out today is basically based on a huge liquidity back to back 3 times, and then we have seen that the price basically aggressively has gone up. Okay, so this is basically a T trend following strategy, along with also it is satisfying a middleman trading strategy, all together combined here for this bullish move. Let me look at all of them. So dollar yen, as I mentioned, that has formed a strong bearish engulfer, and I think that now later today we could see that this price basically probably is coming to this baseline, to this level of support. Okay, and then after breaking this low, probably will create a double doji, and then we might see again bullish move. Book AUD already reached the target, so if you hold the trade, you definitely have got the full profit, 3.2 times profit on this one, definitely, if you hold it. Okay guys, so this is what it is. They mentioned that if you wanna, being a trader means, acting in the right time. Okay, you saw how quickly I call the trade. Suddenly this is what it is. Trading is, they said that trading is reactive. Okay, so basically you need to act responsive, that I can say, that response in the right time. Okay guys, in the meantime, make sure you give a big like, guys. When you give a like and also subscribe, this really helps the channel. This is the best way you can help the channel. So I will pause for 2 seconds so that everyone knows that you give a big thumbs up and also you subscribed. So 2, 1, 0. Thank you for your help and support to the channel. That's really helps, and I appreciate your effort. So let me look at now. So you see Gbpusd and all the USD pairs showing some bullish movement. Here we see that aggressive bullish movement now. So what I think that now this price highly likely will reach this resistance level where there is a daily 4-hour 20 EMA AUD USD in the same way. So if I look at GBP USD from this lower time frame perspective, see that from this overextended market, we see now GBPUSD is having a strong bounce. No problems, thank you. Dollar yen. What I see that GU now, GBPUSD, we could see later today bounce, okay, and highly likely you see the price is moving now aggressively to the upside. Highly likely this price will test this daily resistance level, which is also weekly resistance. Awesome, amazing. This is what it is. Just keep it as educational as possible, guys. Thank you. Try to keep as educational as possible. I see that the screen is guys, I see that something is not changing on the screen. Let me refresh this one. Amazing. Just look at some other pairs. Let me look at the Nasdaq. It's like the Nasdaq, okay, it's now heading to the upside like all the DXY and all the USD pairs. So Nasdaq, what I think that the price is likely to test this resistance and then to drop to this level of support here. Okay, so yeah, this is what it is. Let me look at dollar SGD, which is coming down, which is highly likely to drop now. This is a very strong rejection from the top. With the dollar yen as well, but I think that is now coming down. If I look at the weekly dollar yen, we see that there is in fact a very strong movement. The price now overextended to the upside, as you can see on dollar yen. This is in fact a big move from the weekly. Now we could see that some short-term correction. Okay, on the daily as well, we see the price is coming to this support where there's a 4-hour, there's a bearish engulfer now, as expected. As I mentioned, that dollar yen highly likely will melt down now for at least today and probably next week early. We could see some drop, and after breaking this support here, probably from here we could see again bullish move. Okay guys, yeah, so that basically has given some strength on what I think that on DXY, and we see that could, you know, that drop gold, because when you see DXY is getting stronger, you could see that gold is coming down, so they are inversely related, so that you know, making the gold weaker. Which can you use TF strategy on the monthly time frame, because on the monthly it's currently fulfilling TF strategy. Which instrument, Caleb? Yeah, you can use on the monthly, but TF strategy is basically designed for mainly lower time frame for entry, okay, but you can find a directional bias using the monthly. Okay, yeah, this one is TF strategy on the monthly on dollar yen. Absolutely, exactly, you are right. Vishal, how to join membership? Vishal, there is a link in the description area. You can find a link, and also there is at the top of this our live chat. You can find the website address. Go to the website and then scroll down to the website to join. Any question, let the live agent know. She will be able to help you in any of your inquiry. Thank you for choosing us. There's always support and everything available. Nasdaq, yeah, absolutely. So if we look at dollar yen, yeah, that's true. On the monthly, it is our TF strategy is being satisfied. Now if we look at on the daily as well, you see that this basically, you see exactly where there is a buy alert according to our TF strategy. Okay, this is our trend following strategy available for all the students who are our lifetime member. This is basically our TF strategy translated into a Pine script. So all the rules of the strategy is translated as a Pine script, and it's available for all the students to use who are lifetime members. So if you want to use that, I would recommend you to join the lifetime so that you can have everything for the rest of your life trading with us, learning our strategies, and also be a part of a great trading community in the VIP group. Good evening, sir. Thank you. Ahmad Khalid, good evening. Dimit, I'm coming now. Thank you very much, Dimit. Can you give your view about USD CHF? Okay, let me look at. So basically what we see, some short-term weakness in dollar. So you could see dollar Swiss franc as well giving some downward movement. You can see that the market already, there is a, with this impulse, you can see there is an impulse here, big impulse. Now we can expect a correction. What I think that dollar Swiss franc, because it's weekend, we might see some downward movement, and what I think that the price highly likely to come to this previous resistance and turning support here, and from this support from here we can expect another bullish move. Okay, so USD CHF long-term bullish, short-term we could see now because weekend we might see some downward movement. Okay, we see that AUD USD basically has a big jump to the upside from this level that we discussed. So this is what the most important part. You can see you open the AUD USD trade from here only with 4 pips stop loss. It's in fact has a big jump to the upside. Now these are the liquidity gap, an important price action that one must look at. Okay, and one other aspect of trading is the timing. Okay, this is the most ignored part that many traders don't try to pay attention, is the timing. Timing means like in what context, let's say a price action has formed. Okay, what is the context of this price action is very important. So when you know the timing, let's say if it is the New York session, London session, weekend, weekdays, what is the timing is very important to predict the market. Okay, so I think if the gold is getting, let's say dollar getting weaker, pardon me, dollar getting stronger in the upcoming week, definitely we can expect gold to drop, right? So looks like the dollar is still maintaining its strength, so we could see over time weakness in gold. Okay, let's see how the weekly close is crucially important. And tomorrow I'll be releasing my weekly forex forecast. Definitely keep eye on it, guys, and make sure you subscribe and press that bell button so that you don't miss out on my weekly forex forecast and any of the content, including the educational content that I will be releasing. Today is weekend, as you know that it's almost 2 hours now. We had a good successful trade in this live session along with some other trades. So with that said, guys, I'm gonna end this session. Make sure you check out the website if you want to join us, which I recommend you to join to learn our strategies and trade with us. If anyone looking for a regulated broker, also there's a link in the description area for Ever Trade, regulated broker, regulated by SEC, FC, and many other jurisdictions. So you will be able to use the link in the description area to join them. With that said, I'm gonna end this session. Thank you very much. I'll see you tomorrow in this live session again. Not tomorrow, I mean the Monday on the trading day, but tomorrow there is some content coming, including weekly forex forecast and many other things. So don't miss out any of them, and have a good weekend, guys. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoying is very important. When you stay happy, your trade become very well. And don't hesitate to ask any question anytime, either you are in VIP or no. I'm always here. I'll see you tomorrow in weekly forex forecast, and also Monday in this live session twice.